Hello, and thank you for joining us on another episode of Reclaiming My Life. I'm one of your hosts, Tramika Cooper, and these are my co hosts, Coach Claudia Massey and Dr. Tiffany Tyson. Hello, ladies.
Hello, beautiful.
Hi. How are you doing?
Wonderful. How are you ladies this evening?
Doing great.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Good.
How are you?
I am wonderful. So, ladies, we're going to dive into it. This episode, we will be discussing hair loss, more specifically, alopecia areata. Now, we all know the hair industry is booming in the wig department. Everywhere you turn around, there's a wig. There's a wide range of wigs. You have the half wig, the full wig, the lace front, the invisible lace. There's wigs. But what we fail to realize that there's some women that have alopecia that are wearing these wigs. They're wearing these wigs to cover up their baldness. You know, um, most times we see a woman that's bald, our first reaction is, oh, maybe she has cancer, not knowing that they could have alopecia. That's just my first, that's, to be honest, that's my first thought that somebody has had cancer. Maybe they're going through chemo. Um, but a lot of women, they're wearing these wigs for protective styles, for the, hair loss. It could be from maybe the glue, too much glue on the edges, and you can, get alopecia from that, just too much tension on the scalp. You know, um, what I did not know was alopecia is an autoimmune disease, like sickle cell and lupus. I didn't know that it was. But alopecia is an autoimmune disease that attacks your body's hair follicles and it causes unpredictable hair loss. And not only do women suffer from alopecia, but children and men as well. So, ladies, let's converse about this. You know, um, like I said, wigs are just a trending thing. But when you see a person, wearing a wig, say myself, I wear wigs sometimes for a protective style. But when I see some women, I don't know, is it a protective style or is it because of alopecia or cancer? And they say a woman's hair is her pride and glory. Y'all hear that before?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yes. So, Dr. Tyson, I have a question for you. Have you ever treated someone with alopecia? And if so, how is their mental state? Because with alopecia, they're up and down. How is that person's mental state?
Yes, I have treated someone with alopecia in the office. First of all, I want to applaud you for even talking about this particular topic because I think we do need to bring more awareness. Individuals that come in with alopecia are sometimes dealing with anxiety and depression. They are having issues with their self esteem because, as we said earlier, women's hair has been considered their glory. And so this is like they're experiencing a loss. And so they may have some social isolation. They don't want to go out. They may withdraw from family and friends because sometimes they don't even want to have the conversation about what's going on with their hair. And so the main thing is just getting them to um, accept what's going on. Sometimes that will take time. Sometimes there's also therapy that they need to experience as well to talk about how they're feeling. But I do encourage them to express how they're feeling because we want to have that dialogue. And sometimes we may even get them into support groups, women that are dealing with something similar that they're dealing with as well.
Right. That's good stuff, especially the counseling. I like that part. Coach Claudia, every time I see you, no matter what, you're always a ray of sunshine. Always.
Thank you
So
so
tell me,
much.
what encouraging words would you give a person just diagnosed with alopecia?
But first, thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. And you are as well. And what encouraging words I would give to a person is, walk in confidence, because I'm going to tell you, I don't have alopecia, but I lost all of my hair. And as you know, I have a lot of hair. and I got a some color in my hair at one time. And so when the lady was putting the color in my hair, I was like, it's burning, it's burning. And she was like, it's fine. But at the end of the day, I lost my hair.
Mm.
So I had to start all over. Okay. At that time, we would get what you would call waves. So I went to another beautician and she was waving my hair just to cover the bald spots in my hair, right? So I had to do that for
Mm-hmm.
months just to allow my hair time enough to grow enough to be cut. So, I had
Right.
to because it wasn't a choice. And just like, it's no one's choice when you have alopecia, it's something, we have to, how do I deal with this? So I had to
Mm-hmm.
walk in confidence and say, wait a minute, what can I do? What can I do about it? So I had to start, telling myself, you know what? You just lost 80 pounds. That was during the time I lost weight. So I said, okay, God,
Right.
you said I can't be skinny and have long hair. You ain't giving me both. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Bring some humor to it.
Right.
Mhm.
Point out, your good qualities. If
Yes.
you when you're unsatisfied with one thing, you say, wait a minute, well, my eyes are still shining bright, or my
Mhm.
body is on point. So I just want to say, you're gonna have to pull out. Hey, wait a minute. Like you said, if you need to put on a wig, put a wig on. I didn't put on a
Mm-hmm.
wig. I just said, hey, my hair is short now. I'm still beautiful. And, whoever's going through alopecia, you're still beautiful. Your
Mm-hmm.
body is beautiful. You're beautiful. Your personality is beautiful.
Yes.
Hey, now it's time for you to start affirming yourself, and walk in
Right.
confidence. And that's what I would give them.
That's good stuff right there. Walk in confidence. That's the
Mm-hmm.
main thing. They have to have that confidence. So I
Mhm.
did an interview the other day, and this lady came in. She was bald, and like I said, I automatically thought that she had cancer. But she had the most beautiful tattoo on the right side of her head. She had like roses all on the side of her head. So I asked her,
Ooh.
what made you get the tattoo on your head? I'm a tattoo person. So
Mm-hmm.
my first question was, what made you get it and did it hurt? I want to know. So she said that she went through a stressful event in her life and all her hair started coming out and they called it alopecia, but it was called telogen effluvium. I hope I'm saying that right. Um, is which is whenever your hair starts to come out from a stressful event.
Mhm.
And I had never heard of that before. But she said she had to realize, that her hair follicles weren't coming back. And she said she was going through menopause. She could not do the wigs. So she was like, you know what? Let me just beautify my head and get this tattoo. So that's what she did. But like I was saying, never judge a book by its cover because my first thought was she must have been, she must have went through chemo and she had cancer, you know. So this is all good stuff, and I'm so glad that we are discussing this. Like I said, this is an autoimmune disease, and Claudia, you and I both have autoimmune disease, and
Mm-hmm.
I right now, as you guys see, I had cut my hair off.
And you look
I
absolutely
have.
gorgeous.
Yes. You look fabulous.
Thank you, ladies. Thank you. I have some hair loss around my edges, but I dyed it blonde to help. Where you really can't see the patches.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I'm gonna walk in confidence.
Yes,
Come
ma'am.
on.
My
Yes,
husband
ma'am.
loves it, um, and I'm okay with it.
And
That's
I love you.
hey,
Yes, we
I
love
I
you.
love you guys too. Thank you so much. It's just hair, and beauty
Yes.
is
Mm-hmm.
it comes from within.
Yes.
So it is what it is. So I'm really glad that we're discussing this tonight and giving others more insight on alopecia.
Mm-hmm.
So Dr. Tyson, do you have any closing remarks?
So I would just say reaffirming yourself, walk in confidence, but remember that you are not your hair. I think about that song of NDRE, you are the soul that lives within. And sometimes we can get so caught up on looks and hair and this and that, but
Mm-hmm.
you are the beautiful soul that is within. And so let your light shine. Like you said, the lady came in with the tattoo and it's like a conversation piece. Like, what made you do that? And you have this beautiful blonde going on tonight. So yes, you can still
Mm-hmm.
let your radiance shine through. Be you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Coach Claudia, what about you?
Yes, absolutely. As we're here on reclaiming my life, and we're talking about most times, traumatic situations in which, losing your hair can be very traumatizing, for some. I just want to
Mm-hmm.
say, in every situation that we're in, that we realize that it could be worse, you know, um,
Right.
it could be your life, you know. So, yes, it is just here. You're still here. You're still beautiful, So just show up. God shows up for you every day. Show up for Him. Wake up with a smile and tell yourself, good morning, gorgeous. If I could sing, I'll sing it good for y'all. But check it out, Mary J. Blige, y'all. So wake up in the morning and hey, you're gorgeous. I wish whoever's going through, I wish I could see y'all to give y'all a hug, tell you you're gorgeous, embrace you, and let you know it's okay, baby. That you will reclaim your life, and this gonna be your testimony.
Yes, yes.
Exactly. Exactly. Thank you, ladies. Thank you so much. Being beautiful, being called beautiful is a life given to anyone, especially women. But many people living with alopecia struggle to believe they're beautiful. Telling someone with alopecia you're beautiful is one way to offer love and encouragement. We hope this episode has brought more awareness to this autoimmune disease, and we thank you for joining us on another episode of Reclaiming My Life.